Hi again. So in this video, I want to discuss a little bit about the format that I'm thinking of for the group, and trust that if there's a specific format that resonates with the individuals who are in the group, and I get this feedback both verbally as well as intuitively, I will adjust as needed to make the group really kind of hum at its optimal. So there's three formats that I'm considering for this group, and we might select one of them. We might rotate among them. I would love your feedback on what sounds the best. All three of them sound like they would be very functional and exciting to work with. So the first one would be the idea of having a little bit of curriculum around the nature of our type, an understanding of what's going on with our brains, and understanding why we function the way we do. Now, I don't know exactly how much time that's going to require, whether it's one session, multiple sessions, or just brief periods within every session. So there's a little bit of that, and I'm intrigued by studying this, so I'm guessing that you might be as well. Option two would be that as we go around this circle, which is how I view this group, even though we're virtually meeting online, and preferably with webcams so that we can all get to know one another a little bit more. I recognize that that could be a very comfort issue for people, maybe even a technology issue. I don't want that to be in the way of it, though. So trust that if you don't have a webcam or you don't want to use it, that will be acceptable. But if you want to practice with a webcam, that would be valuable for you as well. So one option then, since we tend to function best when we are solving a very specific problem for or with a client, counseling someone, that is one of the best functions of our type. And so rather than theoretically creating a problem, it might work best if we actually have what in some circles is considered a hot seat. We'll call it something a little bit gentler, maybe pass the feather or the talking stick. Those come from more of a Native American tradition, and they just have a little bit softer feeling, but it has the same idea around it, that one person would be the focus. And then each person would then in turn be given space and time to provide insight, knowledge, wisdom, and solutions for that particular problem. And the aim of the problems would be INFJ type problems, things that are not just specific to your life, but also part of the patterns that we all have. And so therefore everyone will get something very valuable out of it, even though it is focused on one person. And there's a couple of ways that we could do that. It depends on how we feel the pace of the group is going. But one way to do it is one person speaks and expresses the challenge, and then we give everyone a extended period of time to analyze, consult, counsel, and that would circle around the entire group. The other option would be to do it a little bit more rapid pace, where everyone gets to speak what's going on in their life, and everyone gets to throw in a bit of wisdom in a little bit briefer format. And I'd like to find the balance of what works for us. The intention is that these meetings will go no longer than 90 minutes. I've studied a lot of brain chemistry and psychology, and 90-minute ultradian cycle is pretty powerful, and I want to make sure that we're all able to be present and not fading out. Another thing that I would ask of you during the group meetings is to write down ahead of time if there's anything that you feel like you need to bring up or discuss. Do that before the call, and during the call we will record so that you can be free to be as present as you possibly can, because we have a tendency, at least I do, of taking a lot of notes and getting way in my head and not remaining present to really listen to the other people and to the wisdom that's being shared. And so just trust that the wisdom will be captured and we'll be able to transfer that. And there will be times during the sessions as I go around the group. We'll predetermine the order of the circle, and I will, therefore, you'll know when you come in. I will speak first in many instances, and just to provide that comfort level for everyone. When it's your turn, I will call your name, and you will get your space. Nobody will interrupt you. And when time is up, I'm going to ask you also to keep a timer so that you can self-regulate your timing, but I will also keep a chime in the background so that I can give you a little bit of warning that your time is about to be up, and that way you can bring closure, and then everybody else will also get their space in the same method. So, some of it is going to be flexible. We're going to float with the topics and the needs of the group, and all of it will be sacred space, and all of it will be a respect for you, your time, your energy, and your power. And I am really looking forward to this.